Most of us think we know how to sharpen a blade, but I realized I've been doing it all wrong. I caught up with a professional and learned the secrets of the trade and science behind the steel. Trust me, your kitchen gear will thank you.
So what I do is wet hone and hand hone sharpening.
Okay.
And machine to your right there is my wet honer. It does a water bath grindstone basically.
Uh-huh.
So it just has a layer of water that it skims on that to keep it cool, and it also keeps the to no dust, which is really nice because I don't have to wear a mask the entire time
Right.
back here. When I do scissors and garden tools and stuff like that, of course, you gotta wear a mask for that. But it's nice. The bulk of what I do is with this and doesn't have to, Yeah. And it's pretty simple setup. You set it for the angle you want, which for culinary knives is 20 degrees.
Oh,
Your number past quick thing, how dull it is. This is one of my demo knives. And around to show folks, different things having to do with knives and knife sharpening. So this one won't be in too bad a shape.
there's something powerful about watching a master at work. Seeing that level of focus and pure dedication to a single craft, that's rare. It's about more than a sharp edge, but it's about discipline behind the steel.
Yeah, it is. It's a little weird that way. Most grindstones you would be working with the rotation, not against it.
Right.
But it actually does a shorter burr and a faster grind this way. And it's because it's a low-speed wheel. You just wouldn't get away with that again with a high-speed wheel. And they have something else that's really unique to these, as opposed to being directly on an axle to the motor. This has a friction wheel. So should you get caught up on it, or it needs to stop immediately or anything like that, if it gets jammed or whatever, it just slides on that friction wheel. So
Gotcha.
got the torque of the engine or the motor against it, and you're not stripping out gears or anything else like that.
That's good.
So yeah, it's a nice little safety feature of having a friction wheel because, like I said, a little more forgiving in this kind of situation if you ever did get something caught up into it or dropped into it or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So what we do is, again, setting the angle on both sides, and what we're looking for is a burr. And a burr is just this folding of the metal. You're not going to see it there,
Right.
but the metal folds over on that edge, and you feel that rough burr.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that tells me that the metal can't get any thinner because it's actually collapsing over because it's that thin. And we come over to the oil stones, and what we're doing now is it's already sharp. Sharp is sharp. It's kind of
Right.
binary. Well, it's either isn't or isn't. You can always change angles to make it thinner.
In a world full of automated everything, finding someone who actually takes pride in a handshake and the help is rare to find. My time with Truck showed me that his dedication to a sharp edge is only matched by his commitment to the person holding the blade. It's not about the transaction, but about the trust he builds with every customer who walks through the door.
I'm sorry.
That kind of service doesn't just fix a tool, it builds a community. And honestly, we need more of that.
You bet. You have a great day.
Thank you. Is this your coffee?
It is. Thank you. Yeah. Should get it closer to my mouth. Yep. There. So again, we're not making this any sharper at this point. You could change angles and that get finer and finer, and that's like razor blades are very fine angles. Axes are the exact opposite, according to what they are. But what we're going to do now is make the actual edge itself smoother by going to a finer and finer grade. So reducing the saw kind of effect from the grit of the stone to being finer and finer and more metal to the edge.
Okay.
So that's going to give it a longer lasting sharp edge. Really what we accomplished by going through and doing a little bit of hand honing.
Right. And this is a wet sand as well?
Now this is oil.
Okay, oh, that.
This is a mineral oil. Doesn't dry, doesn't get tacky, and at least is ingestible, if you will. It's not like a machine oil that
Right.
you absolutely wouldn't really want on your cooking knives kind of thing. Okay. And we're kind of doing the same thing we did there. So we're making sure we start from the tip, and I'm getting the angle through feeling it. I can tell when I'm on the flat of that angle because I've done this a long time. But that's what I do with the backstroke, and the front stroke is actually the sharpening part. A little more weight on it and following through. So, we were talking about it earlier. If you want to feel now, there's still a pronounced burr there.
Okay.
It's much finer than it was, but still a pronounced burr. Now we're going to take that off.
Okay.
And that I do with ceramic sticks because they're already set at a nice even angle, and it's just faster really than anything else. I could do it with the classic steel or with a barber strop. Again, different knives or different, when I do razors, we always do it with a barber strop and get even finer yet. But if you run just the thumbnail along that edge, now it's nice and smooth. As opposed to, again, in the beginning where we're just, again, very jagged because of that 250 grit. Okay. And that's what we're really trying to accomplish. And so that's what I'm checking as I finish, make sure there's no burr. And it's got a tip on it. When you look down, straight down at the knife edge, if it's sharp, you shouldn't be able to focus on it. It's that fine.
Wow.
You see through it to the blade. When you have a dull knife, you actually see reflection.
Oh,
off it.
yeah,
See how you can see the actual light reflecting right off that and the dings and all that?
I sure do.
That's kind of the difference there between,
Wow.
So it's very easy to check on visually and see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
That is
So
awesome.
that's the 1, 2, 3 is a culinary knife sharpener.
Awesome. And then what other types of knives do you sharpen?
We do serrated knives also.
Oh, God.
And then we do all types of scissors, hair shears, fabric shears, banking shears, medical shears, all types of garden tools. Hi there.
We live in a disposable world. When something gets stole or breaks, the instinct to toss it and buy something new. But a true craftsman sees things differently. To them, a tool isn't just a piece of equipment, it's an extension of the hand. It's a partner in the process. Watching truck work, you see a relationship that's built over years. There's a specific sound to the grindstone and a certain feel to the steel, but you can't learn from a manual. It's about muscle memory and a deep respect for the tools that allow him to perform his magic. He told me something that stuck with a dull tool is a dangerous one, but a neglected tool is a tragedy. His dedication to maintaining his gear, keeping every edge razor sharp, isn't just about efficiency. It's about integrity. It's about showing up every day ready to give his best because his tools are ready to do the same.
That's right. Every bag leaves with a card and a Band-Aid and my little appeal to them to go to my review sites, be it Google or Yelp, and give me a 5-star review. I've managed to mine myself about 150 5-star reviews now in my 5 years of doing this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to kind of keep pushing it. I'm getting better and better with my social media.
Okay, do you have the name of your social media?
Yeah, well, Whatcom Edge is my my Facebook page, and then on Instagram it's the Whatcom Edge.
Okay.
For some reason I couldn't get the domain or get the name Whatcom Edge itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I've kind of learned recently. I've been doing a lot more in the last month. Is joining a lot of the local groups. So I joined like the Surprise Chit Chat group and the Sun City West, groups, and then post to them too, letting them know that I'm coming into their neighborhood. Let's see. I'm looking for. I was running around a moment ago. Find something else. So when we do scissors, normally I have a big black marker that makes it easier to do, but we got a little one here. When you do scissors, we mark that edge itself, and this is partially because I'm getting older and can't see as well, and these edges are fairly fine, especially as you get into doing hair shears, are really fine. And we set it into the holder, and I'm going to switch out stones real quick because right now I'm in a diamond stone for doing hair shears.
Ah.
And we want to go to a conventional abrasive stone.
So how long does a good sharpen last on there? I guess it depends on what you're cutting, yeah.
Exactly. Never use it. Lasts forever. What you're going through. Part of the reason I show people just what I showed you there on how to look at your knife and see if it's dull is that's a better gauge than saying 3 to 6 months.
Right.
Because again, you know, but things that are bad for knives, glass cutting boards,
Oh, really?
countertops, stuff like that. Yeah. Stuff on harder surfaces like that. The new titanium boards that are out are very hard on the knives.
I've been using glass because I thought it was better.
Gotcha. No, glass boards are very hard. They're hard, so they're hard on the knife.
How about wooden ones or plastic?
Exactly. Wood and plastic are kind of the preferred. Wood is best for vegetables and stuff like that. Plastic is better for meats and the like, just because they're easier to sanitize thoroughly.
Okay.
Hi there. Welcome back. No, sir. All done. 11 1/4. I will replace the bumper on it. You are missing your bumper.
What's the bumper?
It's a little piece of rubber that sits between these. It keeps them from overcrossing too far. You want them to overcross, but you see how yours are going so far, the actual edge is sitting out? Yeah, that's bad for them. They'll, of course, dull out very quickly. And we'll replace any washers on it, too. I can tell I need a little washer in it for tension. Okay.
This here?
Just anywhere there. Thank you, Lisa. You have a great day. Or, well, I'll see you in a while, I guess.
Yeah, see you in a while. So you do lawnmower blades?
I do.
I called you yesterday. I don't know if you're the one I talked to.
Oh, yeah. I'm the only one.
Okay.
But
Well,
yes.
what about the guy behind you?
Yeah, he's filming today.
Wow. I'll
Yeah.
probably see you on Friday at the other location.
Sounds good.
All right, see you in a bit.
Okay, so we marked it, and then we're doing just basically a little scratch test, and this is going to tell me now, it's actually take the ink off flat across it, that I'm at the right angle.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You're going to get some PPE.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
A little bit of this dust isn't bad, but a career of eating chromium and stainless and all that, probably pretty detrimental. So
That's gonna be good for
we'll go through though. It's a little messy today because I had a busy weekend. I normally go through and vacuum on a fairly regular basis and just keep that dust down.
you.
Okay. So just like the knife, we're looking for a burr on this.
Yeah.
And if you run your hand up it now, you'll notice
Okay.
we've gotten to that point.
Okay.
Okay, and not dissimilar again how we're doing with the finer grit. This is a 250, maybe 600 grit kind of cut. This is a diamond and cotton wheel that's used to buff it out, and it makes it exceedingly smooth, and it also adds that just a little bit sharper finish to it. Half a dozen times like we did to cut it. And marking our edge. In most shears, they tend to be the same angle on both sides, but that is definitely not an absolute rule. So, always not to confirm. And it's fairly close. See, it's the better part of it, but not quite. So, we'll open it up just a little bit. And we're hitting it pretty flat again. Yep. This might help you a little bit too. Say, cloudy days I have a little extra lighting, but setup is solar powered.
Oh wow.
I have a couple cells on top, and then two big 31 group batteries that are behind you on the shelf. And I am able not only to run all my high speed and low speed and everything else, I use LED lighting and all that to try and keep as much power down as I can. But I actually have a fridge and freezer in here in the corner there. Allows me to keep lunch with me and cold drinks, and since this is really the full-time job, I really like having that little extra luxury kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So we've done the same here. I did a hand finish on this because it's very hard to get into that angle with the stone. This stone is well worn. As you can see, it's about to get to the housing. And I have new stones sitting up and ready to go for it up here. It's just not quite at that time, but it's on the edge. So now we're going to take the burr off. It's, you know, a different method as it were, but really the same technique as far as knocking that burr back off. We have some 1000 grit sandpaper here. And we will work that grit forward on the blade and not towards what is called the face. This also helps clean that face off a little bit if there were any little dings, little chips, little things like that. I do have, again, more aggressive stones if they're actual real chips, and I go through and actually smooth those first. They simply won't sand off, but it does kind of catch the really fine stuff. Okay. Then we put it together, and then the first time that we use them, we run them through cloth.
Okay. And
This is A, to test them, and B, to knock that burr that I've just moved forward back off. And I want to kind of do it as something soft as opposed to having it kind of raw, blade to blade.
Right.
Okay. These aren't fabric shears, and this is terrible fabric to work with. Let's go with this. Let's see, but it should, and there you go. And cut clean into the tip.
Gotcha.
And a good polish to them. And then the only other thing I have to check, and it's a little rough there, is right where I ground on this side, it's got a little bit of a rough edge.
Okay.
So again, just by hand, I'm going to buff that off, and it was that quick. Just one line right across it, and it just knocks that little bit of a burr there, so that's not rough to their hands, kind of thing. Because of course people do handle the whole. So that's scissors, and then we've got a whole bunch of knives again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. I got about 20 minutes on here, so that's plenty. But I do want you to give people a good elevator pitch on the importance of having your knife sharpened.
Got you.
And then I need you to do your social media at the end again.
Right on.
Even if you have to spell it out.
I'm sorry?
I said even if you have to spell out the social media.
Oh, okay.
So tell us about the importance of having a sharp knife.
Well, of course, the importance of having a sharp knife is that you don't have to bear down as hard, and so you're less likely to hurt yourself, you know, and have the knife slip, and or if something does happen, you're putting so much more force, you're going to, of course, cause more of an injury.
Right.
And that, and then there's all the other benefits, like it actually does make your food taste better if you're not bruising the heck out of the onions or bruising the heck out of the garlic or these kind of things. Cleaner cuts, again, will destroy less of the cell tissue, so you're not having as much weeping again from things like tomatoes and stuff like that.
Yes.
So again, those are the things kind of important to me. Of course, the safety aspect is really important too.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's it. And then also it's good to, kind of keep them in check, because if you do have problems with the knife, that's kind of when you're going to catch them. If the handle's getting loose and stuff like that, then you start to notice that, especially when you're kind of maintaining them or
right,
being on top of them. Yeah.
Right. And so where can they find you on social media? How can they reach out to you?
Got you. So of course my website is whatcomedge.com. I am on Facebook at Whatcom Edge, and then I am on Instagram at the Whatcom Edge, and Whatcom is WHATCOMEDGE. Whatcom is Whatcom County in Western Washington, which is where I'm from, and I do my summers there and my winters here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for
You
your
bet.
time. Thank you for working with me. You take
bet.
care.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Yeah. Da, 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 da.